It's that time, boys. See if this Chevrolet, see if we were right. Hopefully. Because if you're not, that's embarrassing. We're going to go through and put the horn on. If you guys haven't seen the video, I'll put a link in the description. Or it'll pop up on the screen or something there. Or it'll be on the end page or somewhere. You'll be able to see the first part of this Chevy. We diagnosed service four-wheel drive light and no horn. And apparently it was at another shop. They claimed it had power and ground at the horn, in which we proved that nobody ever looked at the horn because the wires are broke off at the connector and the pins going up into the horn were pretty corroded. I do know that one person did comment on there. I haven't been through all the comments yet, but they did say something that, you know, how do we know the horn's bad? We never proved it, and that is true. Once I see the corrosion starting to migrate up into a connector, you know, I guess you have to use your best judgment. If it's your own vehicle, you know, if you want to get in there and try to, you know, scrape the corrosion out, see if it's going to work great. But you know, when somebody's paying you to do the job and they expect it to be done right and work for more than a day, in that case, we'll you know, we're just going to change the horn. We'll take a closer look at it when we get it out, but I think I looked at it. We had the bracket off. I think you could see the male half of the pins were pretty crusty. Let's grab a T something, get those off there. Oh yeah, first try. T15. It has been so blazing hot lately. Ugh. I don't know how you Southern boys do it, like that royalty. Good on you guys, man. I couldn't. That's the answer. If Sherwood says, hey, you want a job for $1 million? No, Sherwood, I don't. It's only appropriate to be using the brand new magnet tray. Chevrolet! My Chevy dealer gives me magnet trays. It's nice. And we never plug this back in, which is nice. Let's see, didn't we look up in there? Yeah, we did. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm going off my gut. Yeah, you know, you probably could scrape it out. I just need them to work, and I don't want to have problems next week. I'm going to go ahead and change out this pigtail. No sense in putting the camera up here. You guys saw that on the first video. Well, let's take a look, make sure we have the right parts here before we get ripping and tearing. See, Chevy dropped them off. We got the super duper expensive pigtail. Doesn't matter if you get these things from Connector Experts or if you buy them right from GM or if you buy them at Napper. I don't know what it is about pigtails. They're not even made from real pigs that makes these things so damn expensive. They're outrageous, in my opinion. I think everyone you get, like Connector Experts, they're my jam. I really like them, and they seems like everything you get from, by the time you get it shipped, it's $100. Chevrolet's not that far off. I don't think they got anything that's new down at Willie's. That's short for Wilbert's. Boom, there she is. It's got a nice clean hole, I think, best I can tell. Alright, well, we know that one's gonna work. We'll tape it up, send it back to Chevy. Oh yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. We swap that connector out. Well, I mean, that'll piss her. Must be that other horn bracket was bent just a little bit. Or the horns were oriented a little bit differently. So we're going to go like this. I'll show you a little trick Meemaw taught me, because I'm not pulling the grill to put this in or changing the horns. Just take that tab, bend her down, boys. Because otherwise it's got to go in and then up like that. But now we just guide her in. Basically a hack. Before we get too carried away, we probably should make sure the horn works, right? Get her plugged up. I even put polylume on it. Not sure if he goes to the truck show or not. All right, cover your eyes and ears. Ooh. Hey, look at that. We got lucky. It works. Oh, I was going to say, if we could reach behind that core support, we could bend her back up. It'd be a pro move. All right, what's next? We got this thing next. Made in Mexico. That's how you know she's genuine Chevrolet. They make it in the same place they make their trucks. America. North America. Oh, let's see. Thought these things had a little rip strip on them. Apparently not. It's a classic box in a box. Look at that thing. Where's that go? Better find out. Hopefully it's the right deal. What's it say? Module transfer TR FER. So transfer C case. Seems right. Well, I don't think it can get much easier than this boy. She lives right here. Got your classic red lock tab. Big old connector. Oh, just some black paint. So we'll stick that out of the way. You probably won't be able to see much. If I'm doing the videography correctly. And there is another big connector here in the way. Okay. Maybe that just wiggles off that bracket. Looks like it might. That would be extra helpful, but I think what we'll do, instead of breaking that on accident, see if we can get to one bolt. We still got our 10 mil from taking the horn off. Going the wrong direction. Did that without dropping it. I'm going to crack that other one loose with a wrench instead of getting anything out of my way. Come on, baby. There she is. Both of those nuts are off. Slide that little guy right out of there. That's kind of nice. I can put it out here where she's easy to get to. Well, there's that. I'm going to slip the new one right up in that joint. Has a big old guide pin on it. Oh, guide me in. There you go. We got it. Alright, I'm going to put those nuts back on there. I started up GDS, or Techline Connect there. Looks like it's got about a bazillion updates to go through, so I don't know if we're going to be able to program this tonight or if this is going to be a tomorrow thing. We'll see. That old laptop, she's getting slow and old. It's getting time to update it. Upgrade it, rather. Alright. Smokehouse, I got a lot of updates for this little guy. How many revisions they've had on that transfer case module? How many revisions did you need when a lever stuck out of the floor? None. As long as you had arms. Let's see. So, yeah. I guess you go through and read it all, but we're just going to hit next. Let her do her thing. And then once this is done, there is a setup procedure according to service info. So you always have to make sure you read service info on, you know, the R&R procedure, tells you to perform the setup and then use scan tool and do your actuator learn. A couple people had mentioned in the last video that we didn't let the actuator learn, you know, go all the way, but at the end of the day, yeah, we didn't, but it's neither here nor there because it had that internal processor fault or whatever that code was that was in it. You have to go back and watch the first video. All right, we're good, boys. So we're gonna hit proceed with same VIN. Later, Gator. And then we're gonna go right back to transfer case control module. Then we're gonna click setup. Then we're gonna hit next. And I think ours was the NQH, if I remember right. And I don't know if this setup does the actuator relearn or not. I don't know right offhand, but we'll find out here in a moment. Looks like it's doing its own calibrations. A lot of times they'll have options and things you have to select in the setup portion. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it wants to do the relearn. We're probably gonna have to go in the truck for that. Stand by. Actually, we'll see if we can do it here. This first step 1 is turn the ignition on. Step 2, block the wheel. Step 3, put it in neutral. Which I already did that. We don't have the wheels blocked, but I don't think you can tell. You're down there, click in place transit and park. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. Classic reach through. Oh, I bumped the horn. Okay, we're back in park. Successfully completed. Finish. Cool, man. Cool. The $1 million question is do we have do our buttons work? Why is it flashing? Oh shit, I pushed the wrong button. My bad. I pushed the 4 low button. Oh, there we go. I was like, why is it flashing 4 low? She's probably not gonna be happy. Yep, there she goes. Okay, so I might have to put her in neutral. She's gear bound a little bit. Where's the key? Okay, shut the key off. Let me get everything unhooked here, boys, and read the codes out of it, clear codes out of what we need to. I'm not going to screen share because I think this is going to be pretty short and sweet. I just want to see what has codes in it. I've got to throw a inspection sticker on it, so I don't want to do an all code clear in case it set a code in the ECM, which, yeah, there's 1 code in there. There's no money light on. All right. So I'm just going to, I wonder if we can go, where did we do this? I think we can go like this. We can skip the ECM, do a fault scan. So this way here, the Autel doesn't even look at the ECM. And then, well, let's just look. Well, I guess we could have looked at the report. Yeah, all his brake pad stuff, somebody cut all the wires off from it. And then all these loss of comm, that's really common when you do programming. So, yeah. So let's do this. Let's back out of here. Let's go a quick erase on those. Yeah, somebody cut all the wires off the off all the brakes and then disabled the brake pad monitor, which, you know, whatever. I can't blame them. Son of a hoo-ha. Did that mother flipping thing frickin' erase the ECM even though we didn't look at it? That's gonna burn my biscuits if it did. Please tell me you didn't. You mother. Now I have to run a drive cycle on it because the guy's picking up his truck tomorrow. Frickin' friggity frickin' frig hole. So disregard the fact that you can deselect modules for it to look at and do a fault scan, because when you hit quick erase, it still erases all modules even though you have them unselected. I really want to stick my middle finger up at this thing. And that, folks, is my own dang fault. I assumed that's how that function of the scan tool worked. If it doesn't work like that, what's the point? It's kind of stupid. If you can make it not ping that module to check it for codes, but when you do a quick erase, it actually erases that module that you don't have selected. Seems kind of like a silly feature to me. Unless I can think in some cases you know, particularly on some Hondas that take a really long time to scan, if you can like, well, I don't want to look at airbag, you only want to select a few of them. But keep in mind, you got the Altel, you got the S2, even though you have that unselected in the topology, and do a quick erase, it's still going to erase all the modules. Who would have thunk, right? This guy didn't. That's why we're in the boat we're in. It's getting kind of late, about 8:30 at night. We're gonna wrap up a good little 16-hour workday here. Gonna take this for a rip, see if I can get some of the monitors to run, and then perhaps some of them to run tomorrow morning. And that would be good, and the customer won't be mad at me. I want to stuff my face in a garbage can. I don't know of a good transition. I can't think of anything that rhymes with can, but you can go in that comment section. Insta, the Facebook, you guys know where we're at. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.